Well, go on my piece with that Greenpoint, Brooklyn. So we're gonna turn down this block right here by Bridgewater and Meeker. So I'll start the shot right there and turn. So good rhythms right there. So cause we shot down this block, we shot down the other block. So we're gonna shoot down here today. All right, so we're standing right by the 48 right here. This is the 48, so that's good, right? We worked. The last time we was here, we walked down the block and we turned down the lane right here. We turned down here, right? We shot by the bridge. We gonna get a nice shot of that bridge, yo. I like the shot. Hold on. That's good. Got it. So we're gonna walk down this block right here by Bridgewater. So right by Bridgewater, we're gonna walk down here. So we're gonna connect to Norman. We're gonna continue down Norman, and then we're gonna do a blessed day today, right? We get here at 9 o'clock. I started my shift at 8. It's 9 already. So let's go. All right. So we're walking across the street. We shot down here before, so we're gonna turn and shot. We're gonna go up this block right here. So listen, the flyers are actually in custom, so we have the flyers already made, whatever. I actually paid to have it shipped, and I actually paid for the design, so that's good, you know. We actually over by Bridgewater right now. So yeah. So like I said, right? So this is like a block where we shot. The last time we was here, remember I shot down this block right here. We shot all the way down here. That's the last time we were here. We shot all the way down that block. So today we're gonna shoot up this block. So that's kind of a good thing. Kind of a good thing that we came today to shoot. So it's like they expected me to come and do my assignment. So that's what we here, right? So we today is a good day. You know, we talked about what's gonna happen for basketball wellness and everything. But everybody don't realize what we're working with, right? So I haven't shared this with you because I know a lot of people like wondering how we're gonna do it. So I'm building up a basketball court. I actually had an idea about it, and I put it in my logo and designed it myself. So I kind of like learned about the basic of basketball wellness. So I'm going to give back to the community as I'm going to put a petition together to let the city invest in a basketball court in the community, because the community needs a court where we need a community park and around the area where we could have fun. There's a land that's across the street from my house, and they were supposed to build up they said that they built up half of the building, but the other half wasn't ready to done because the company went bankrupt. So I'm gonna have a petition made out to the mayor to make him, demanding him to give us a park around the community, because there's no parks for the kids to play in the community, and the city needs a park in the community. So I worked on a lot of things that I'm going to advocate for. And I'm going to advocate for because our community needs a better landlord. We need better affordability. He promised us about affordability. And I believe that it's getting to a point where a lot of tenants that live in my building, they're getting frustrated because a lot of the stuff is not getting done. You know what I'm saying? No repairs, none of that not getting done. A lot of issues is where the landlords, them are not doing it, and, they need to sell the building and give it to somebody else, I feel like the community needs better management, and better things that needs to be done in our community in basketball wellness, So we learn about, walking down a block in a community area where you see people, doing what we say we're going to do and promise what we say we're going to promise. But the thing about it is that the community needs better structure, and the better balance is what it is. But I feel like in our community and our things that we're working with, it's more like, say, we don't have a voice. We don't have a mouth to speak. I feel like, and this is why I haven't told the tenants what we're doing. So on October 3rd, I'll be talking to the tenants about doing a first annual board meeting where we're going to talk about convincing the management to sell the building and convincing the management to do what they said they're going to do, right? We over by Vic Street and Bridgewater Street. So I remember working around Greenpoint, Brooklyn area, and I actually shot down this block right here. And I'm going to tell you, it's an opportunity where people don't realize that we can't see what we could do to get this community up to code, right? I have a building idea. I sketch it out myself. I actually designed the building myself. I sketch it up myself, and I'm convincing the city to get on me with this work. I sketch out the building by myself. I actually redesigned the building myself, and it's gonna be affordability, but it's gonna be more than affordability, right? I see myself living in a community where people need guidance and guidelines and everything like that, and as you can see, a lot of people need more structure and balancing in their life, I feel like we all don't realize that we need community, we need building, we need branding, we need all that. But the issues that's going on in our community, look at this. You see all these buildings right here, guys? All these buildings are going, look at this. All these buildings are going for lease in this community. You know why? Because a lot of the companies, them are failing. And it's Chinese. So it's kind of like, a lot of these buildings are going out. Because it's like a lot of owners them that have a lot of these owners have a lot of, issues where they can't afford to pay for certain type of things that they're supposed to be paying, And I tell people a lot of times, man, when businesses are going down, it's because the economy, everything's going bad. We can't force it on people to kind of evacuate, whatever like that. And it's kind of like when we going through a rough time in our life where a lot of companies are getting orders and sometimes the orders them not shipping the way how they want it to ship, And, you kind of walk around the community, you see things that mental health wise that I can't go back in the day where companies used to be having millions of dollars and, making money and all that. I can't go back to that. But I could tell you this. A lot of these companies are getting sued. They getting into a lot of bankruptcy issues. And it's like we cannot, the company cannot preside to certain things. And one of the things is that when we look at our life and look at what it is, we can't build by that. We have to build by structure and balancing of the community and how the community works, And this is what it is. It's about building up community and how it works. So I'm here, and this is what we're doing. And I can't change. We can't change community until community can change us. You see? So that's what we're here to do. I'm here to advocate. I'm here to help people. And I'm here to do it because I know about these things. So we're here. All right. So we over by Apollo Street. I'll be back.